Pessoal, Mid-Season Championship, Kaina, representante brasileiro, versus Mark Moon, representante da América do Norte, dos Estados Unidos mais especificamente. E é isso, bora lá. Ah, lembrando que se você é criador de conteúdo de Brawlhalla, tem a minha org que eu criei para juntar os criadores de conteúdo de Brawlhalla aqui do Brasil. Então se você quiser se inscrever, se sinta à vontade para ir lá no nosso servidor do Discord e fazer sua inscrição, tá? É isso. E se você quiser receber aula, é só se tornar aluno aí embaixo, tá? Não seja membro. Quase não consigo falar. Caraca, mano. O estoque.
You do not want to be above Hamlet. Why? You don't want to get hit by the recovery. And Gauntlets are one of the only weapons that can send you down by hitting that neutral. So very nicely done. Going to be connecting the Enlight. Kaina going to be sweating, getting back onto the stage, picking up the axe now. Let's see what he's able to make happen. Kaina playing a little bit faster, backing away. Markimu, I love that weapon toss to be able to get in.
All right, we've got the Silent Nairs coming through. Markimu avoids one juggle state from Kaina. Weapon throw downwards, does get hit by the downlight. Kaina looking for more of these attacks to knock Markimu back into the sky, attack on even more damage, but he gets kicked away, and Gauntlets are picked up once more. Silent recovery, not going to connect, and Markimu's going to look for the next mix-up. Nice weapon throw to be able to get back to the stage, and he picks it up as well. Weapon throw
Such
again.
a strong option against Kaina because he's sitting there. He is waiting for something reactable. He's waiting for something exploitable, and Markimu is using those gauntlet weapon tosses as a way to get in without being punished. That time around, we're seeing the preemptive dodge, the GC Enlight, the weapon toss out there. Kaina, how is he going to be able to make it back on? An aggressive downer. Oh no, what a punish.
Yeah, side air going to hit there. D-Light ground pound goes for gravity cancel down
Whoa.
sig. Kaina used gravity cancel side lights to avoid the attack and then get the momentum from the distance that you travel to touch the stage. That was an incredible recovery.
Made it back on. He whips that end line. He's going to be eating one of Markimu's, and now that is a 3-1 stock lead. Why? Those weapon tosses, I think, are everything. That is how he closes in against Kaina.
Yeah, so far, Markimu is dominating Kaina off stage and on stage.
Yep.
So it's 3 stocks to 1. When you're losing everywhere, this is what it looks like. Let's see if he's able to adjust, because these downlights are going to take a while to take a stock off of Markimu. He's got to hit some of those Enlights, but Markimu just keeps dodging through them, punishing them as well. The Enlight would knock out, but Markimu might get the 3 stock here in game number 1.
Oh, he dodged
Barely
away.
avoids the recovery, dodges his way back. He continues to get more damage with the Enlight and air recovery. Markimu looking for the stock here at the ground pound, doesn't get the down air as kind of dodges through, but this is so rough.
The weapon toss coming through again. The downer is finally going to be enough to take it off the top. Pelos can melt stocks, but Markimu, he is so up. So it's definitely going to be an uphill battle for Kaina every single stock from here on out. The sidelight misses. Kaina going to be missing his own. Markimu able to get those recoveries. This game is looking like it is done for you.
Yeah, dare recovery into another recovery. Sidelight waits out for the second recovery. That Nair will connect, but that's the next sidelight recovery for a quick 2 stock. Markimu taking game number 1. That's at count 45. Over 300 damage done. More on Markimu's side. We just got to see kind of adapt how Markimu's playing. I mean, Markimu is just straight up.
Distance, there it is. Weapon
Outplaying
toss
Kaina.
sidelight. It happened again. Kaina, what is the solution? Is it a dash spot dodge? That's also a very powerful way, but you have to do it preemptively. You have to do it, you can't really react to it at certain distances.
Yeah, well, what's clear is that holding center and waiting to react to how your opponent opens up with is not working here. Kaina's got to go on the offensive, try to match the pressure that Markimu is applying, see if he can get some of that damage in there. He's starting off game 2 a little bit in that way, having a damage lead, sidelight and end sig.
Oh,
that's an aggressive form of Kaina that I'm not used to seeing. That slide charge pivot end sig right afterwards. As many Taros players come from South America, neutral sig is actually a little bit rare to be seen, and so to see him use that so accurately is very exciting.
Yeah, that sidelight cross-up, Markimu was just not ready for it at all. So Kaina already going to be mixing him up. We're looking at a very different game 2. He's trying to land, looking for the GC sidelight downer. Yep, you called it, no dodge. Kaina, he now is not going to be able to make it back on. That was clinical off stage.
Yeah, great job from Markimu being able to even things up. I like the way that Kaina's playing. Let's see if Hammer's on deck or not. Nair not going to combo to downer. There's the Hammer. Let's see if Kaina can go in here, get a stomp started, get the recovery, bring Markimu back to the stage. No, it's all Markimu. Sidelight Nairs. Brings Kaina into deep yellow, Nair into Sair doesn't combo, and Kaina gets it to stop sidelight. Great damage.
He's looking for the stomps again. The end light in the opposite direction. I'm surprised that Markimu was not able to whip punish the stomp in time.
Oh, went for recovery stomp, a little too high. Sidelight catches Markimu out of the sky. Sidestick would have just deleted Markimu.
Yep,
So great dodge there.
He's doing a lot of timing mix-ups. Instead of just playing back and waiting, he's doing a lot more dash-ins, a lot more empty movement, and now he's mixing up those signatures. Wow!
Let's go. Gets the down air off the top. That has been a hammer combo that has been around since the inception of hammer. So amazing to see him land that there. Gets the recovery, gets the down air off the top, goes for the sidelight, and kind of not being much more aggressive with his dodge. Does narrowly avoid the weapon throw and makes it back to the stage. Can he get a weapon?
Gets hit by the neutral. He's going to be able to pick up the hammer, but the question is for how long. He's able to get the neutral. He calls out the jumps. He is beginning to tap in. He is tapping in. He's locking in into Markimu's tempo. The end light comes out. It's not enough to KO off the side. The weapon throw.
I mean, I was so surprised that Markimu went unarmed, gravity cancel end light that
Against Hammer.
Against Hammer, that kind of also wasn't ready to recover it. He was like, what is going on?
That can be a death sentence. You can easily find yourself getting spiked. Ooh. The D-light, the sail is going to be coming out. Markimu is so deep off stage. Oh, the weapon toss.
Nice job.
It saved him.
Did save him for a little bit longer. Kind of going for the gravity cancel down stick. And Markimu slowing his descent by spot dodging. Kind of looking for a down stick here, maybe. No, ends up just going back to the stage. Markimu trying to go for the edge guard here. Markimu's playing like he doesn't have a stock deficit, so that's awesome to see. But that's a 2-stock going over to Kaina, and pretty excited for that.
Sorry about the delay, but we're gonna be
Bora lá, terceira partida sem... Meu Deus, o sidekick, que gigante. Nenhuma mudança de pique, nenhuma mudança de mapa. Vamos lá.
Gonna be switching up the stage, and Kaina is going in with the side sig. Chase dodge wants a side as well. He's waking us up too.
Oh, the side sig almost leads into the knockout for the side air, but he's not going to quite get it. Markimu now adjusting, try to go for the reversal with the down air as the gauntlets goes for end light right afterwards. Silent recovery, tons of damage coming down on there, and now that the sight's picked up, let's see if Markimu can do more with the gauntlets.
Just gonna be patrolling the weapon, looking for the side who gets the GCD light into the neutral. Kaina in a nasty position off stage. His recovery gonna be stuffed out by the first ground pound, and the second one gonna be more than enough to close it out from what was an aggressive, dominant opening from Kaina. Markimu, he was able to get back on and made it his own.
Now Markimu with the scythe. Gets kicked away, kind of looking for a weapon here, picks up the hammer, immediately swings the cider, and Markimu goes to the right while he swings to the left. Weapon toss coming through, we talked about we didn't see a lot of those before, but there's an excellent job from Kaina getting the nair at the finisher of that combo. Evens up 2-2. I wonder if we'll have more of those neutral breakers from Markimu with the weapon throw down and to pick up a combo right afterwards, or if Kaina is now on the hammer going to stop him from getting what he wants.
Playing so close, forcing Kaina to make quick decisions. Gonna be looking for the sideline. Markimu gonna find that with punish. He gets that two-piece. He's just jumping over Kaina. He's jumping over him, waiting to be able to read his movement. And now let's see if Kaina's gonna be able to call that out. That is such a difficult position for Hammer to actually cover without going for jump neutral. His alternative is N-Sig. That is what Telos has to offer. Is he gonna go for something that crazy?
No, maybe if after that neutral light he could have gone for slide charge N-Sig, but no, instead he's just opting for a lot of this grounded damage. So many stomp sidelights and snares right afterwards. That weapon throw almost catches Markimu off guard. And it just is enough. Kaina, from a stock deficit, takes the lead here in game 3.
And this is really going so back and forth. Let's see what Markimu does here. Oh, not going to be so lucky. Kaina with the chase dodge cross-ups. His cross-ups have been so good so far. He was able just to get another hit there. Side light into the end light, was still able to connect there. Okay, the recovery going to be scooping them up and evening up that stock count. Mordex can easily even up this damage as well. You got the gauntlets, so we're looking for side light, we're looking for D-light, we're looking for the falling down air. And that's what Markimu is going to do. He's going to float above Kaina, hopefully, and be able to get that punish. There it is. The side light to be able to punish the end light.
Ooh, Ser hits Markimu out of the sky, though. If he goes high, he'll get hit by these downlights that Kaina likes to go for so well with the anti-airs. But neutral light gets punished. No side light nair right afterwards, and Kaina continuing to get hit by Markimu's gauntlets until side light nair comes through and he's looking for stomp cider to go for the edge guard.
Okay, he is able to catch dodge. Kaina going to be eating so much damage, looking for the jump lead, and he does not find it. Kaina looking for the stomp. Markimu just playing well above him. He's just looking to punish his grounded options, but he has been exploiting the recovery frames on D-Light again and again. Markimu, sometimes he punishes it, and sometimes when he doesn't, he whiffs in front of Kaina, and Kaina is able to oftentimes take a stock for it. Trying to play a little bit more jump heavy, he's trying to just whip.
Temos uma mudança aqui, caraca, muito raro ver esse Legend hoje em dia. Cross, mano. De Mordex pra Cross, quem diria, né? Vamos ver se a Blaster dele vai ser suficiente.
Towards his play because of doubles, where it loses a lot of knockout potential on those signatures, but the weapons are still good. And
He
Marky
wasn't
Moo is
going
not
for
the
any
most
signatures as it is.
he's not the most signature-heavy player. That's correct. So he's going over to this for the blasters as he ground pounds off the right side of the stage.
We might be in the Blasters meta, but right now he's just going to be opting for the gauntlets. He's again resorting to that weapon toss just to be able to break space. Kaina, he is patrolling the ground. He is making it so difficult for Marky Moo to be able to land. He gets that side light, but as soon as he tries to land again, the stomp has his name on it.
Gravity cancel down, so he gets the grasp there. Looking for the blasters, D-Light recovery possibly here. He has a damage lead. Axe picked up, and a lot of, I think Kaina's playstyle does get picked apart by how blasters want to play now that Sidelight is the most common neutral opener, and he gets the recovery there to get the lead in game number 4.
Kind of waited out the neutral early dodge, and I'm surprised that he wasn't able to get the punish on it. He was just so late on his neutral. I guess he just wanted to catch the jump afterwards.
No dodge. Gets the sider. Goes for that weapon throw, and it does connect, but he fails to pick it back up, and now he picks up a fresh pair of blasters, avoids one N-Sig, goes to the corner.
The sidelight was outspaced. That was pixels away, Kaina. He went out there for the stomp. His downer is going to get stuffed out by that neutral. Nicely done for Marky Moo. He whiffs that sidelight and then just jumps directly into that downer. Kaina going to be keeping these stocks even.
I'm liking the swap to blasters. I think that this deals with Kaina's playstyle quite well. Marky Moo seems to be focusing on them as well. He still has the gauntlets to be able to deal with Kaina when they come up, so it's not like he's limited to that weapon. Nice D-Light in the sidelight, but he gets hit by Stomp. Dare into Nair.
Hits. That's
a
so
lot.
much damage.
Gravity cancel down to catching him on the dash back, holding out the max range. You don't get a full charge on gravity cancel, but you get enough charge to be able to get some of the extended range properties on that attack, and he gets a good amount of damage for it, but still kind of hitting him back. Dare Sarah gonna combo and knock out.
Wow.
Marky Moo one stock away from
Just
game 5.
the perfect distance, and the cross pick is working out amazing. That GCD Sig has been getting him back onto the stage multiple times. The blasters have been allowing him to be able to keep the space, keep the distance that he would like to have against Kaina.
Yeah, that Gauntlet D6 is the one thing that didn't get hit from doubles because it wasn't really that useful. It gripped some from a distance sometimes and just sent them straight up.
Oh, Kaina going off stage. Oh my gosh, he went deep.
That was literally the stock. Gets the nair, gets the chase dodge afterwards. If he didn't hit that nair, that stock would have just been gone.
But he's not going to be able to get that much else off of that stock. He was able to make it back not for long. That N-Light was able to go ahead and knock him out. He is down a game here. Kaina, if he takes this, that means that he's going to end up taking the set. Marky gets that down. Kaina, D-Light, Sidelight, that is a lot of damage. D-Light down, it's evened up, and in fact, it's a gentle lead.
No follow-up after the down air. Not damage enough for Sarah to true combos. He's looking to see what he does. Sidelight side air. Goes for weapon throw. Gauntlet's now on the field. I mean, he's gotten some success with the down sig, but usually when coming back to the stage, you don't want to be in an edgeguard scenario.
Oh my gosh, that was
jumps.
almost it.
No
that
jumps.
He went low, kind of went high. He wasn't able to get it. The GCD Sig doesn't connect. Is this going to be it?
Throw. Okay, weapon spawn comes through, dodges down, avoids one stomp from Kaina, but he's at a damage deficit and a stomp Sair. That's going to make things tough for Marky Moo.
Yeah, he has to somehow get back onto the stage, kind of trying to edgeguard him. He's looking for the stop. GCD Light, it finally comes out.
Goes for gravity cancel D-Light and gets scooped. He barely survives. He cannot get hit again.
Does anybody notice the GCD Light? It was only coming out on the last.
Tá zoando.
A powerful option for the blasters. If that had whipped, that would have been the easiest punish for Kaina, but it didn't whip.
Really good when he's playing Mordex, but he might just stand cross.
Quinto jogo. Vamos ver.
Okay.
This is well, it's just a volatile map.
Marky Moo loves this stage.
Marky
Let me
Moo
tell you who
loves
also loves this stage. Every single Telos main known to mankind, because they're able to explode stocks like nothing else. And unfortunately, I've not seen a lot of people beat Telos on this stage, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, well, you get the benefit on both of these weapons here. If you get double Silent recovery, you can knock out on orange with gauntlets. If you get D-Light recovery, especially after gravity cancel, like
But who
Marky Moo
finds
ended
it
last
easier?
game.
Who finds it more consistently? That's what we're going to have to find out. This is a comfort pick, honestly, for both of them, but it's also so volatile. He gets back on, catching him with the D-Light. Nicely done. The stomp, catching that high up.
Marky Moo waiting to see if Kaina's going to approach, and they both go at the same time, but Kaina goes with the move, and Marky Moo just goes in with movement. Gets hit by the downlight side air. One more will put Marky Moo onto 2 stocks. Dashes around. We put out a downlight here. I mean, if he whiffs, that's just going to be the stock.
Okay, he respected the stomp that time. He respected it. If he had whipped something in Kaina's face, that would have been the punish. The GC D-Light recovery. That is not enough to take it off the stock. Oh my gosh.
Right again. That N-Light was going to knock him out.
Do it.
Okay, if he finds another gravity cancel D-Light recovery, I think he can take it, but he needs a little bit more damage.
A gauntlet side light recovery.
I mean, he actually might not be damaged enough for that. Now he is.
Okay.
Okay, there it is.
There it is.
He was up 2-2. Only took 2 hammer hits, which is, significant.
That is why he goes here, right? That low ceiling, it just helps out so much in being able to guarantee those KOs off the top. So the D-Light to be able to anti-air, this is so good for Kaina. Markimu is able to get the landing, no dodge. That's a lot of damage onto Kaina.
Dash jumping around, Markimu now in center stage, looking for an opening. Okay, Kaina finally
the
gets the dash
cross-up.
land. Does now narrowly avoid the down sig. That's the first down sig Kaina's actually dodged.
Second.
Well, from that situation on the right-hand side, right? Like when Markimu was using it before on the left, it wasn't so great. And like hits, Kaina now on the right-hand side. Dodge the down sig again.
Goes
Doesn't
for
look
it
like it's
again.
going to work out for Markimu anymore.
He's avoided it. Now he wants to punish it. The stomp tail comes out. Kaina is looking exceptionally healthy, but you cannot count out Markimu because sometimes he just explodes out of nowhere. His aggression knows no bounds. He's picking up the gauntlets. He's able to get the sideline recovery. He goes for the exhausted and does not actually find it. Going for the GCD sig again. Again, just a safe option at that distance.
Went for the scoop, got punished by the pummel. Markimu, okay, that ground pound was maybe a misinput, but he doesn't get punished for it. And that side light, so much damage.
And
light
light as well.
so much damage. Markimu is
He's
going
falling
to get
apart
back.
so fast.
Without down sig to be able to make it back. Gravity cancel down, like going to get punished as well. Okay, D-Light recovery.
Double D-Light.
Double D-Light into side air, knowing D-Light recovery was not going to knock out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, he goes for the GCD like this, but it doesn't connect. Kaina was able to get a gentle punish for it. Okay, he gets the stock. It is possible. It is possible. It is unlikely. Kaina just needs one stop.
Kaina's
So
gonna look for
he's got the
haymaker here.
blasters. Can he do this, Taza?
Sidelights in, picks up the axe. Okay, it's honestly looking better when he's on axe than hammer. Stop so good, but Enlight, is that going to knock out? Not yet.
Not yet.
Weapon throw catches him on the jumps. Manages
Kaina
to
just
make
gonna
it back
hold
to
on to the
and
stage.
now hits the stomping weapon against the scoop dancing.
that's
Kaina
it.
with the 3-2.
Kaina continua no campeonato e o Markimu foi totalmente eliminado. É isso, bora continuar acompanhando os outros sets. Se inscreve no canal pra estar acompanhando. Tchau, tchau.